turn your defense into offense. Sure, we have an offset and a counter, but that doesn't remove all the dodging around with the switch axe. So let's use that, and in the words of the prophet, keep rolling, 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 come on! 4 parts Mizutsune with the Gore Magala head, all beta. Quick disclaimer, this is a fun build, so it's not supposed to be meta, so just chill out a bit, okay? Yeah? This setup already gives us Evade Window 3. For the uninitiated, at the start of an evade, there is a small window of invulnerability. This skill increases the length of that window. As a result, it is a lot easier to evade through an attack rather than evading out of the way of it. And that's the only gameplay difference we'll be using here. And by the way, you can also dodge through roars and wind pressure. What's even better is that the Mizu armor gives us the skill Bubbly Dance. Like a foam party. Are those still a thing? Or is that just the noughties? Anyway, after a few evades, we'll contract Minor Bubble Blight, which will have no negative effects. In fact, it will actually further increase our evade window up to the full level 5, all while we are soapy. Since we are so blessed with iframes, let's use that to buff our attack. Enter Adrenaline Rush. This gives you a big temporary attack buff for using your evade window to successfully dodge through an attack. Well, that's what we're doing anyway, so let's throw that in. Grab yourself the Adrenaline Rush talisman, fully upgrade it, and gem in the remaining levels. Adrenaline Rush is very generous, by the way. Sometimes it activates even if you end up getting hit anyway, to which we are all very grateful. But the party's just getting started, so let's build from there. You see, even though Bubble Blight is actually benefiting you, the game still considers you to have a negative status effect. Bubble Blight wears off on its own accord or after getting hit. Once that happens, you have technically just recovered from it. And that's where the Gore Magala headpiece comes in, giving us our first point of coalescence. This increases your elemental damage and status build up after recovering from a blight. Nice. And since it works for any blight or status effect, you'll naturally get even more uptime from the monster's attacks. What's even better is that you don't even have to worry about activating this, it will just take care of itself. If you'd like to, feel free to gem in the other 2 levels of coalescence, but you are equally welcome to use those slots for quality of life choices, like earplugs. The rest is Hunter's Choice, maybe some Evade Extender, or one of my favourites, Adaptability Level 1, so you never have to remember your hot or cold drinks. And don't forget about Flinch Free Level 1 if you're going to do some multiplayer. For the weapon, it really is up to you, but since we have Bubble Blight, let's go all in with the Mizu Switch Axe. This comes with the skill Slick Blade, which boosts our affinity while we have Bubble Blight. So, for those keeping track, this build increases our evasion invincibility, our raw attack, our element, and, if we're using the Mizu Switch Axe, our affinity. All just for dodging around a whole load. Cool. For weapon slots, I say let's go with 3 levels of Power Prolonger for longer amp state uptime, and let's go with Crit Boost to take advantage of Slick Blade. And by the way, if you're keen to learn the Switch Axe, please see my guide which breaks down the moveset into 3 easily digestible levels, with a get started in 1 minute approach. It's packed full of helpful flowcharts and diagrams to help you keep track of what leads into what. I've been stunned by the love and support for it. Thank you all so very much. Subscribe for more guides in the future, and share some encouragement by giving a like to the video. It really helps. Well, I'll put up the build on the screen. Take care, and I'll catch you on the other side.